our single will be released on radio. I just can't believe I just said that, because that's just crazy.
I don't know what to expect. You can't prepare yourself for it.
Then it's getting ready for the video. And after we shoot the video, then it's getting ready to release the video onto MTV and BET.
I call this like the stage where we're still holding our breath. And when it comes to August, when the CD is released, we'll kind of know exactly what's gonna happen.
It's very glorified, and it's not everything you thought it was being there. And then being here, being able to live your dream, you fight with the same struggles you fight with in an even bigger scale, because you're even closer to your dream. And all these things that you always thought all these people were, they're just really none of they're just people.
We're just so different. Like, people think, like, we're just so out of the box, and the great thing about us is we're very exposed to everyone. So we are the girls. Like, we are girls who are for young girls out there. It's not the typical, oh, when I walk, wind's gonna blow, and my hair's always gonna be perfect, and my makeup's always gonna be great, and my clothes are always gonna be perfect. That's not who we are. We are the girls that have dreams at home.
We don't have a name still.
With the name, I wanted to get some time with y'all, like tomorrow and over the weekend, just to go through a list of names.
You know, a name's important, and we have to like the name. So if it's something that we don't like, you know, it's hard to, you know, do a song that you don't like, or hard to, you know, have a name that you don't like. You have to say that every day, and you have to hear that all the time.
If we take it too seriously, we lose what we came in this for, and that was the passion and the joy of it. Mm-hmm. And if we take it too seriously, we fall out of love of it. We hate it. Mm-hmm. And that's what happens to so many artists. They start to hate what they used to love.
And you start hating it because you want control of it. And in this industry, the first thing, let me just speak on this, send this around the world to Alicia, girl, everyone. You have no control.
The singles is not like the record that's the hottest record, or the record that you like. Like, you can't even drop your hottest record first.
We have to fight the force of being 5 completely different women, and then we fight the force of all of
the assumption of what we are.
Yeah, and the assumption of what we are, and then all the negative force around us that breeds in those assumptions.
I don't know if you've been told about additional songs that we've written that we would like to let you hear. We can express our, you know, attitude and personalities the best through our writing, and then it will also give us, you know, credibility as true artists, not just, you know, because people, you know, that's a perception. We are fighting, you know, are they really talented, or are they just machines? Because, you know, we're coming from a television show and everything like that, just to give that realness, that authenticity, you know what I'm saying?
I never really knew that, you know, y'all absolutely wanted to write something, which I have no problem with. I think y'all seen before that I wanted to encourage y'all to write.
Reach out for you, and you're not there.
And if it's a sad song, does that mean you have to go to a sad place? Or?
It helps. It always helps for you to like touch something that's, you know, relative to you and your experience.
Story of a broken heart.
We can't see you when you're singing a record, so we can't see how you're moving and how you're all that, but we want to feel like you're doing that when we're listening to you.
Almost there.
Oh, is it whoa?
It's whoa. Whoa. Like whoa.
I know what they're capable of. Even sometimes I work with artists who don't even know what they're capable of, and I pull it out of them like, this is not rocket science. Like, this is, all you got to do is put your heart and your emotion into it, and it'll be great. I worked with them before. It was really fun and really easy, and all of them are very talented.
A breath of fresh air from what we have on the album so far. It's more of a pop ballad, very straightforward. It's just emotion. It's darker. We only have 2. This will be our second ballad. We only have 2, you know, slow songs, so that makes it different. And then it kind of gives like more character. It's not just like, oh baby touch me, oh, like a lot of our songs are, which is not a problem, but you know, when you have so much of that, you want to kind of break the monotony and go for something a little more, you know, introspective, which this is.
We all listen to so many different kinds of music. We all, you know, can be crazy, we can be fun, we can be, you know, sensitive.
And the thing is with us is when we're in a group, we're working, and we never stop working because we go home with each other. So we never leave business because our business is to keep this group together.
come to the studio every day?
Yeah, every day, basically. We don't have a life.
It's like hard work.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
I wouldn't be here without Aubrey. Aubrey wouldn't be here without me. We all wouldn't be at this level in our career without each other.
Going from our hometowns to struggling into all of us having separate lives, we're now going into a whole new journey. And to be perfectly honest, it's what we all dreamed about, but I think we have no idea how crazy it's gonna be. And the great thing about being in a group is that we have each other to lean on for that. Like, I'm a little scared, but I know that I have my girls, so no matter what, they'll put it back in perspective for me, and that's a good thing to have.
Well, again, there's a lot of excitement at Atlantic, that's for sure, and the one good thing is that the Atlantic side will keep the Bad Boy side on their toes. Because, you know, Atlantic is a big company, and they got all kinds of records coming. And Bad Boy is just one other entity that they have to do business with. So when you put something in play, it's got to go down.
We're just waiting to see if the world gets it. Yeah. Please get it.
Danity Kane.
Of course, we want our name to be Danity Kane.
She was my alter ego in high school.
A better description we were thinking at this point in the game would be just Danity Kane is woman.
We wanted something that was different, that was meaningful, but also fun, and represented something that was different from every typical girl group out.
You know, a lot of groups have girls who are only, you know, there's this one, this one, this one, and this one, but we all are like, you know, so many different things. We wanted something that represented that.
She's the combination of all 5 of us in under one name. I wasn't always known as the prettiest girl, or I wasn't always known as the one that all the the guys would like, or I wasn't accepted like that, and it was very hard for me to be knocked down time and time again in my lifetime. And so the only way that I could have an outlet would be to draw. These women that in these animations were always so confident. They were drawn with such confidence and such beauty to them. And I always used to look at them like, man, it's really cool, So I used to just start drawing them and making up names, just random names that I thought the character reflected. At the end of the day, I came up with Danity Kane. She's so confident, and she feels beautiful all the time, and no one has to tell her.
I'm pretty much sure that he's not sold on that one, so there's gonna have to be a meeting of the minds.
He had a good night last night. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope he did, and I hope he's in a good mood. If he's in a good mood, I feel like maybe we could get our way. If he's in a bad mood, it's over before it began.
So y'all may want to reiterate to me why y'all feel so strong about Danity Kane.
The whole purpose of Danity Kane was to come up with something that we can define, not it defining us. So it's basically just, if you say who's Danity Kane is all 5 of us. What's her face? This is the face of Danity Kane. Okay, even with Queen 5, it's stating something, so it's just Queen 5 is, okay, well, they know what Queen is, so they're going to automatically try to place it someplace. And then 5 girls, okay, it's typical like that. Whereas Danity Kane, people actually, it's a name, they really don't know what it is, so they have to ask.
Who's Queen 6?
You have to kind of sit on that name, though, a little bit. When I first heard it, I was like, and now I'm die hard, love it. So
it's just very different to the ear. It's not expected, so when something is very left, people don't get it. It's kind of well.
But I told Diddy that's a good thing.
I almost don't want people to get it because it causes more talk about us.
Yeah, anything that causes people to question you just embeds your name into their mind. Same thing when NSYNC got signed. The first thing that the label came and said, well, we won't sign. 2 things have to happen. One is they wanted to get someone out of the group, but the other thing was that they had to change the name. And I was like, no. And they was like, well, people are going to find it hard to say NSYNC. And I was like, I don't care. If they do, at least once they get it, it's locked.
There is honestly, there's some moments where you just look out and you're like, I want to eat an ice cream.
Today it's Tuesday, we have a video shoot Sunday, so we're a few days away from our first single video shoot. So we're meeting with the choreographer today and to learn a routine that we'll do during the video shoot.
See us riding, we call it show stopping. We show stopping, we show stopping. We show stopping, we show stopping. That's how we keep it popping. Make sure that.
How crazy is this to be thrown into a video shoot like so soon without like, you know, weeks of preparation?
It all depends on what the material is that they give us. I mean, we're all definitely capable of handling it. We've been in tighter situations, performing, period, you know. We're kind of used to getting thrown into tight situations. As performers, sometimes that happens.
Bad boy fitted up. Show stopping till they lose their breath in the wheel.
Tough?
We tough on ourselves. We all tough in this room. It's a tough room. You better be scared if you walk inside that door. If you ain't trying to sweat, wipe it on your face.
We smile back. All my girls in the rainbow.
5, 6, 7, 8 in the stop. Make sure your shoulders have a sway to the side, sway to the side.
We're at the end. All we have to do now is clean and clean and clean and clean.
You have to always make the group work, and we never leave each other. We go home and sleep together at night, and we wake up in the morning and go to work. So we're working every second of the day.
That's all we have. Is the group and our family prior to this and nothing else.
It's 6 o'clock. Go home and chill. They did wonderful. Puffy, be good to them, and they're gonna be good to you. But in the meantime, I'll beat their ass to make sure, okay?
We're kind of on cloud 9 right now because we dreamed it, but I think to understand now that we are living the dream is quite beautiful, and it's like a beautiful mess, if I could put it that way, because I think we're running with our heads cut off right now.
So to struggle as long as we have, which is, you know, we struggled in this situation for almost 3 years. I've struggled in my other situations for almost 20 years.
Here's where I think the show is going. And I saw the first 6 minutes of the first episode. Pop had it and he played it in the room. He really, and he's very conscious to this, to Ted and Perry, on how he wants to see the show ended. He really wants the show to be about people falling in love with you and understanding who each one of your personalities and what you stand for.
I'm misunderstood constantly in my life. And it's really quick for anyone who just meets me to just write me off as a pretty airhead, whatever, isn't intellectual, doesn't understand what's going on in any given situation, or is just a party girl, whatever. And I'm definitely a party girl, but I'm a party girl who's graduated college, traveled around the world, and got accepted to law school.
I'm coming out. Woo! I want the world to know.
We cried, we had fun and all that, but at the end of the day, we always get back up even stronger than we fell. And it makes us so much better, because if we don't fall, how the hell will we know? You know what I mean? How to get back up. You know what I mean? How to get up.
You never want to welcome negative in your life. Like, that sounds bad, but I feel like I wouldn't. I feel like the negative is what's made me grow and learn. And if I would have had things too easy and too simple and not been dealt the hand that I was dealt, then I would be a completely different person. And I'm very happy with who I am today. So I feel like I'm thankful for all of those things.
Now you got me sweating, dancing out of my clothes.
Okay, one more time.
I feel like in most of the songs I have more of the aggressive, get about my face kind of lyrics, and I like that because I can just get all of it out. Be thinking about that one girl.
You're making me sweat. I really like it. I wish. You're touching my body. You must want me to get started. Boy, I can't take it. It's so crazy how you're making me feel.
I need 2 good ones out you.
Still your girl.
One time.
For me, I know if I'm learning something, whether it be dancing or singing, I need to get in a place where I'm by myself, so I can go through the mistakes. I can hit the wrong note and not worry about is anyone hearing what I'm doing, is everyone seeing what I'm doing, so I can just get all distractions away from me, and just focus and just I don't even know if you can call it a zone, but just, I guess, get in a zone, just get in a moment where it just becomes second nature for you. It just becomes, your body will move that way naturally, or it'll just come out of your mouth being pronounced the proper way you want to say it, just everything.
What's this song about?
One shot, just like, can you handle what I'm giving you kind of thing. Girl talking to a guy. And yeah, he can't handle her, so she's just saying, like, you know, one time with me and that's over.
As new artists, we have a lack of control of everything, and everyone's kind of just telling us to deal with it.
The radio game is research. So my plan is to get y'all in and have y'all with a high researching record. So the research is when they call kids, they call girls your ages, guys, and they say, do you recognize this record? And they just play a piece of the chorus. So if the joint goes, yeah, and nobody can pick up what it is, it gotta be like the no-brainer ones at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't necessarily know if that's what, I think that's what every new artist is made to feel, like they don't have any power and so they don't ever exercise that power. I'm just saying a whole bunch of shit that's probably gonna get me fired right now.
So we were in the studio and we had a meeting with Diddy, and he basically tricked us in telling us that our name was She from last season.
It's a conceptual thing.
He played with us.
And we were kind of like, what don't you like about the other name that we picked, which was, our other name was Danity Kane. We had been rooting for that name from the beginning. And we just kept asking him, like, why not Danity Kane? Why do we have to be She? And he kept playing this game, and then finally he was like, well, that's why I'm giving you guys your name, Danity Kane.
I trust y'all too. That's why I'm letting y'all call yourself Danity Kane.
We were so excited because the next day we were going to be on TRL to reveal it, and we wanted to make sure that we got what we loved and what we wanted.
Please welcome Aubrey, Andrea, Shannon, Dawn, and Juanita. Making the band girls.
You know, this was the first time that we were gonna say our name. We weren't sure how people were gonna react, if they were even gonna like it, or if they were gonna get it.
What about the band name? You guys decide on a band name? I heard you did.
We have a little surprise for everybody. We actually have a name. 1, 2, 3. Danity Kane!
I mean, it's always fun to do stuff like that, like going to TRL. That's something like I watched, you know, like growing up and stuff. I watched that and always wanted to be on it, and so it's fun to do it, and get dressed up, and you know.
So it was really a good feeling going into TRL the next day, having the fact that, knowing that we picked our name and that it's something that we love.
It's not what you thought it was gonna be, and it's beautiful.